Alright, it's time to film this piece of junk right here. One of the worst box fans ever produced today, and still being made right now to this very day. Well, if it's that bad, why did you buy it? Because at the time I didn't realize how bad it was until after I bought it. You never realize how bad something is until after you get it. And interestingly enough, here's the kicker. I ended up getting the blue one and I ended up getting the black one. Well, why would you do that if the fan is garbage? Why would you spend money on two more of them? Because I like the spin down time. That's about the only thing it's got going for it is the spin down time. I like the long spin down time. And it moves a little bit of air, not much air. It's kind of restricted. But the overall build quality is all stinking plastic. And I'll be honest, China just don't make nothing right anymore. But all these companies got their garbage made over there in butthole China. And I mean, the 3733 blows more air than this junk. The B20 548 and the 540 blows more air than this. The 3720 Weather Shield blows more air than this. What used to be the premium, the 3723 blows more air than this. The 9723 Air King moves more air than this. Okay, the Lasco Cool Colors would outdo this. I mean, this is awful. But I got the blue one because I like blue. I like royal blue, so that would be my only reason why I got that. And of course, I didn't mind the black one. But yeah, these fans are junk. And today, interestingly enough, they're still being made. To the average consumer, who's not a fan collector and who can care less about the CFMs and the feet per minute and all that junk, they don't care about all that mess. The average consumer just want to buy it, put it on. If it moves a little bit of air, I'm happy with that. It's all good. I'm just the average consumer and I can care less. It's just a stinking fan. That's the average consumer. But to someone who's a fan collector and knows all about it, it's like, this is awful. This is like one of the worst box fans you can ever buy. I would suggest you stay away from it. But speaking in terms of me, well, it is what it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and run it. Let's go ahead and run this junk. Full power. Not going to hear any wind screams. Don't worry about it. It's just a noise maker. If you hear any wind scream from it, good. But they're freaking air restricted. It seems like it's trying to push air. You might be able to hear something. I don't know. Enjoy the video. You can. Alright, let's turn this junk off. There's no need for me to run it that long. It's just a noisy piece of garbage. There you go. There's this piece of junk. The only thing I like about it is that it has a really decent spin down time. I will give it that. It does have a long spin down time, and the balance on this thing is pretty decent in terms of the fan blade balance. It is pretty decent, so it kind of got that going for it. But as far as the air movement, that's atrocious. That's garbage. The build quality, well, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the build quality. It's a decent plastic, but the problem is the way they have the guard made, and I guess the way the aerodynamics is on the blade and the pitch. These vents right here are too tiny for any air to move through it. I would say they really need to redesign the front guard and the back guard. Just make it like a normal box fan would, and put a better blade on it. Get rid of the stinking skinny blades, and then it'll be much better. But they gotta redesign the guard so that it can actually move the air and not be restricted. And then maybe give it some actual screws so we can actually be able to pull the front and back guard off, as opposed to tearing the doggone thing down with clips. You practically tear it all down and then put it back together. That's such a pain in the butthole. So, I mean, it's just awful. I mean, don't go with this. I've learned my lesson. It is what it is. No, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to keep it in the collection. I got fans worse than this. But I'm trying to save you from getting this. Don't go with this. If you want something cheap, go with a 3733 or a B2200 or a 3720 Weather Shield. They still sell those on Amazon. They're not made no more. But Amazon seems to have a crap load of them. And you can still get them on eBay. Go with something like that. If you just got to get a box fan, it's cheap. That'll probably be your best option than to go with some junk like this. Anyways, I'm not the Fan Man, and out.